Hello students, the next problem on surface integral. Find the surface integral for the function f bar is equal to xi plus z square minus zx j minus xy k over the triangular surface with vertices 2, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0 and 0, 0, 4. Now this is a little bit different problem from the previous one. See what happens students. When we talk about the triangular surface, that is tetrahedron, it looks like this because this is x axis. So here x coordinate is 2, remaining 2 will be 0. On y axis, y coordinate will be 2, remaining 2 will be zeros, and similarly on z axis, z coordinate will be non-zero, that is 4, and remaining 2 coordinates will be 0. Now if you take projection or the shadow on xy plane, what will happen? Only this part will come into the picture. That is, this is x-axis, y-axis, nothing will be there on the z. Okay, so projection of this in xy plane will look like this. Okay, now it is asked to find out the surface integral. Now what is formula for surface integral, students? Surface integral is integral f bar dot n cap ds over the surface S, right? So f bar is already given in the problem. Now what you need to find out? You need to find out n cap and ds, right? Okay. Now let us see what is the equation of this triangular surface. Okay. Do you remember the intercept form, students? Intercept form is in 2 dimension it is x by a plus y by b is equal to 1, right? But here in 3 dimension it is x by a plus y by b plus z by c is equal to 1, where a, b, c are the given coordinates. A is 2, b is 2 and c is 4 is equal to 1. Then you can take the LCM and convert the equation in this form. Okay, make one side 0 and this function is 2x plus 2y plus z minus 4. Now this will help us to find out n cap. Okay, so the first step all of you understood, right? Write the equation of the tetrahedron, that is the triangular surface. Now what happens? In which plane this triangular surface lies? Can you tell me whether it is in xy plane, yz plane or zx plane? You can say that this surface is neither in xy plane nor in zy plane and in xz plane. It is not parallel to any plane. It is not lying in any plane. So where it falls? It falls under the third case. Okay. So what is the third case, students? This surface is neither in a plane nor parallel to any plane. So if you remember the explanation which I gave you, there are 3 cases, right? The surface lies in the plane, surface is parallel to the plane, and the third case means this case. In this case, what is the formula for n cap given, students? See, it is gradient of phi upon magnitude of gradient of phi, right? So same formula we are going to use here, and therefore I wrote this formula. N cap is equal to gradient of phi upon magnitude of gradient of phi. Now, what is this phi? This phi is nothing but the left hand side of this equation of the surface, right? And therefore, see students, here what is done? Phi is the equation of the surface, right? Del phi. What is the formula for gradient, students? Gradient means it is the operator I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou z of this phi. So I dot, what will be dou by dou x of 2x? It will be 2. I is a constant. Then dou by dou x of remaining all terms will vanish because it is partial differentiation. Similarly, dou by dou y of this will be just 2 and into j. All remaining terms will vanish. Dou by dou z of this will be only 1 into k is 1. All remaining terms will vanish. So using the property of partial derivatives, you are getting this as del phi, gradient of phi. And then divide it by its magnitude. How you write the magnitude? A square plus b square plus c square under root. So 4 plus 4 plus 1 is root of 9, that becomes 3. So separate the term. Okay, 2 by 3 I plus 2 by 3 J plus 1 by 3 K, and this is your n cap. Okay, so it is very important to understand, if the plane is not lying in any plane and it is not parallel to also any plane, okay, then this is the method to find out n cap. Okay, once n cap is done, what is remaining to find out is ds, right? See the formula ds. Now again, if you observe, there are three cases. If the projection is in xy plane, yz plane and zx plane, but here the curve is not lying in any plane, correct? So how to take the projection? To take the projection, you have your own choice, because this comes under third case, right? So usually if we have choice, we just take the projection on xy plane. You can take the projection in yz and xz plane also. Now here I am taking projection on xy plane. So what is the formula for ds, students? Here, projection on xy plane, dx dy upon magnitude of n cap k cap, right? Or n cap k. So this is the formula written. Now this is dx dy upon n cap. What is n cap? You got here on the in the previous step, this. So this n cap is substituted dot k. You know that k dot k is 1. Remaining all terms will vanish. I dot k is 0, j dot k is 0, right? So what you get is 1 by 3 into k dot k. That is 1 by 3. So ds is done. Now what you need, if you look, come back to the formula, you need f dot n, right? You need the multiplication of this. So that also we are finding outside the integral sign, and see what happens, students. Here f dot n, f is the given function in the problem, dot n, that is the normal vector. So again use the property of dot product. I dot I is 1, j dot j is 1 and k dot k is 1. So using that property we are getting this term. This is zx. Okay, so we are getting this. So almost everything is ready. We can go for the formula now. Now look at the formula. In this formula of surface integral of f bar dot n cap ds. But now when you are writing ds as dx dy, you have to convert it in the form of double integral as usual. Okay, f bar dot n cap just now you got, that will be substituted, then dx dy, and this denominator you got 1 by 3. So that is done. Okay, now this is the next step is very important, students. Here you are doing double integration dx dy. So which is the extra variable in this? If you observe, other than x and y, there is z, right? So you have to substitute for z in terms of x and y. Now in the problem you have the equation. See here, the students, you have the equation of the surface, that is 2x plus 2y plus z minus 4 equal to 0. So from this equation you can substitute for z. What it will be? It will be 4 will go to other side, 4 minus 2x minus 2y. So from the equation of the triangular surface you can substitute for z. So see what is done here. 2x plus 2y plus z is 4. So z is equal to 4 minus 2x minus 2y. So this whole substitution for z is done in this. Okay, other terms are kept same. Now whenever we are talking about the double integral, you have to think about the limits. So see, where is the diagram? In the double integral you have to take the projection in some plane, and we have decided that we are taking the projection in xy plane. So what is the projection? This is only in xy plane, nothing will be there on z plane. Now this point is same point 2 0 0, this point is same point 0 2 0, right? Now here you are integrating with respect to what first? Suppose you decide to integrate with respect to y. Okay, suppose you decide to integrate with respect to y first and then with respect to x. So when you integrate with respect to y first, you have to take a strip parallel to y-axis, right? Y-axis means vertical. Now what is the minimum value of y here? 0. And what is maximum value of y here, students? The equation is x plus y is equal to 2. How? because here z is 0, right? So from this itself you see x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. So x by 2, because a is 2, plus y by 2 is equal to 1. So take the LCM and cross multiply. X plus y is equal to 2 is your equation. So what is y here? 2 minus x. So therefore here if you observe, the lower limit is 0 and upper limit is 2 minus x. Now can you tell me what will happen with values of x? Left to right. 0 to maximum value of x is 2 here, and therefore 0 to 2 are your limits for x, right? And now you need to simplify this integral. How to simplify this integral? That you need to decide. You can take out 2 common, so 2 square is 4, 4 to the 8 will happen here. This bracket you can multiply by 2, okay? So whole integral will be in terms of x and y. Go on solving properly the integral, okay, and see what is the answer you are getting. The solution becomes little bit lengthy because because of substitution of z. Okay, so try this solution and see what is the answer. So basically you need to understand how to use the formula of surface integral in 3 different cases. Thank you.